Hi, I'm Jenny Morrison, the founder of The Important Work, a full service coaching firm with one goal to help our clients live the life they would love living. And that means designing a life around specific results and then getting after them. After 25 years as an educator and coach, I've worked with hundreds of clients, leaders, and students at this point in my career, maybe probably thousands. And I find there are four common hidden barriers to success that are universal across everybody. I've learned that if I can help my clients overcome these barriers, we can often make tremendous and rapid progress in achieving new levels of success, like time, we call it time warping. Really amazing, kind of quantum leaping into just a whole new way of thinking that leads to results. The first one is, feeling fundamentally flawed. And, as I'm sharing these, be thinking about your own, feelings. The first one is feeling fundamentally flawed, right? There is something about us as humans that at a deep level, we think that there's something wrong with us. We may not even be aware of it. We often are not acknowledging it, but there's something about us that feels like we're fundamentally flawed, not lovable, we're not enough. And it translates into things like we don't have the access to resources or a particular skill needed to be able to achieve the thing that we're seeking to achieve. But it's something about a lack. Right? We're coming from a space of lack. The second interesting barrier to success is the fear of outshining. Some people grew up where they were encouraged to be humble or kept down, right? Maybe through a toxic family environment, they learned a message of keeping their tail between their legs or not trying to be better than, right? People of color, or maybe a woman, or being the youngest child in a birth order. Maybe you were a younger sibling to a bully. There's a lot of reasons that people will have a fear of outshining, but it definitely can lead to an experience of a child developing a self-mechanism early on to protect themselves from being better than others, right? Maybe someone's made fun of other people who had achieved success, right? Or, there's a parent suffering from their own not enough. So the child really learned quickly on to stay safe and in the in group to keep their tail between their legs. So these are very insidious experiences, right? They result in certain ways of thinking that lock you into a pattern of behavior early on, right? And we don't really think about it. And then here we are as an adult dealing with all this, later on. So that's one of the beauties of being able to come back into a coaching environment and really begin to look at very specific behaviors, thought patterns, and feelings that are arising from those particular thoughts and ways of being and unlocking them, but as an adult. Otherwise, we stay locked in the old, right? The third one is the fear of a burden of success. And many people feel that having too much success or wealth can come with challenges. And, if we look to Hollywood stars or, extremely wealthy, they've had all kinds of manners of calamities in their life as a result of, seemingly as a result of their success. We just open the newspaper, we see a range of current events. It's easy to further this theory that success is a burden. It may also be an excuse to avoid, being successful. But whatever it is, it locks people in. And the fourth one is the fear of abandonment and disloyalty, right? And this is a sense that if we are wildly successful, we've created, a full spectrum abundance in our lives, that we'll somehow lose friends, family members, the support of our community, right? People will no longer connect with us due to our true nature. Maybe they're just trying to access resources, opportunities, right? And so this really, leads to patterns. Whichever one of these is a core belief or a core thought really leads to people, avoiding opportunities to shine. And so it's just interesting to think about. I'm curious if any of these resonate for you and how. So stop for a moment and consider any self-limiting thought in your head and see if you can pinpoint one of these four fears. Well, what do you hear, right? Fascinating. It really is. This is the work we do. We just begin to have you tracking and tracing some thoughts and really beginning to unpack them. So stay tuned for more insights and tips from The Important Work. We'd love to help you out with these kinds of activities. Thanks.